Be serious when it comes to serious things. This is the time to get serious. Every Muslim is taught the same things about the Quran. It's eternal, uncreated. It was sent down to Muhammad. It was completed under Caliph Uthman in 652. It has remained unchanged for 1,400 years. Well, we're going to test those claims, and the conclusion may shock you. Muslims claim that the Quran they have today is the same one Muhammad received. But historians and manuscript experts cannot produce a single complete Quran from the 7th century. The earliest manuscripts we do have are from the 8th, 9th, and 10th centuries. And none of them agree perfectly with each other or with today's standard Hafs text. The famous Topkapi and Sana'a manuscripts, for example, show corrections, erasures, and hundreds of variants as compared with the Hafs.
This is verse 6:110. This part of the verse reads, Fi tughyanihim yatmahun. We let them wander blindly on in their insolence. And I've circled there the word that roughly corresponds to the word that we're looking at, Fi tughyanihim, because in this manuscript, the word tughyanihim does not exist. Rather, its place is taken by the word hauzihim. So it is an alternate word. Fi hauzihim actually is used, as you can see in another verse, not too far from here in the same surah, then leave them plunged in their foolish talk. So here at 6:110, with this alternate word, it has the reading of, we let them remain plunged in their blindness, or remain immersed perhaps in their blindness. Makes sense to my understanding of the Arabic. It does make sense. It's just an alternate reading, a different word from what we have today.
Early Arabic had no dots or vowels, so the same consonantal word could be read in multiple ways and have multiple meanings. As Islam spread, regional Qurans multiplied. Baghdad had one, Damascus another, Kufa another. By the 10th century, there were hundreds of readings known as Qira'at. Eventually, scholars chose 7, then expanded that to 14, then again to 30 readings. Today, 2 survive prominently, Hafs and Warsh, and they still differ by about 5,000 words, producing different meanings, even doctrines. And there are, in actual fact, still another 20-plus lesser-known Arabic Qurans available today. Not different translations, but actual different Arabic Qurans with major textual variations. So how did Islam attempt to cover up their multiple Qurans with one single Quran? Well, it never happened in Muhammad's day, nor even in the medieval period. In fact, it wasn't until 1924 in Egypt that the Hafs text was chosen as the official Quran for schools to solve the problem of students giving differing recitations because they all had been reading and reciting from different Qurans.
Today, most Muslims read the Quran in a text that is referred to as the Egyptian edition of 1924. That's how scholars refer to it. Most Muslims may not have realized that this is the designation for that manuscript, for that text to Muslims in general. This is just simply the Quran. But this is not the only text of the Quran that is read throughout the world.
In 1985, Saudi Arabia adopted and standardized the Hafs text for the majority of the Islamic world. Also under more academic scrutiny, German scholars Günter Lühling and Christoph Luxemburg have found that some of the Quran's most poetic sections are actually borrowed from earlier Syriac Christian hymns and lectionaries about Jesus. In other words, some of the Quran's content originated from Christian sources and Christian communities centuries before Muhammad and Islam, doing further damage to the Muslim claim that the Quran is eternal and uncreated. So, the Quran fails the criteria Muslims assign to it. It is not eternal or uncreated. Manuscripts show borrowings from Christian texts, which existed hundreds of years before Muhammad and Islam. There are no complete Quranic texts from the 7th century. It has not remained unchanged. The famous Topkapi and Sana'a manuscripts show corrections, erasures, and thousands of textual differences exist between the various Arabic readings of the Quran. It was not complete in 652. Standardization only happened during the 20th century. Can you see the problem here?
It's very clear to you and to every single very advanced student and specialist that the standard narrative has holes in it.